I came to LifeWorks because I felt that my life was over. I was merely existing, I wasn't living, and I couldn't carry on that way anymore. So for me, it was either commit suicide or seek help. I decided to come here because it was recommended to me and it has changed my life. It's the best decision I ever made. It was the biggest investment I ever made in myself. I think I'd be dead by now if I didn't come here, because I was really struggling. I came here because of an eating disorder, but actually I had addiction problems across the board because my father was an alcoholic, my grandfather was an alcoholic, and I was using my eating disorder and my addictions to kind of control my life, and actually I was losing control really because they weren't working. I thought, with willpower I could fix things, but I just couldn't, and so I needed professional help. I came to LifeWorks after doing some research online. I found that they specialised in eating disorders and as well as other addictions, and I just felt that they were the right people to help me. They were also quite local to where I live, so it was nice to be able to stay not too far from home so that my family could visit me as well. Coming to LifeWorks was a real shock to the system. I thought that I was actually going to have a little break and a holiday, but actually the days here are just so jam-packed that you don't have time to actually do anything apart from concentrate on getting better. So it was starting with breakfast very, very early in the morning, being woken up, and then having first kind of workshop, I say. It's a group therapy session from 9 o'clock onwards. It was interesting because for me, group therapy was something I'd never considered because I didn't know how it would help me. And for a long time, actually, I didn't really take it seriously until about, I think, 2 weeks in, I cracked, and finally I was able to start sharing my emotions with other people and getting vulnerable, which is something that was very, very important to me because I think I'd never been vulnerable with anyone, and it taught me that by sharing that vulnerability with others, I was able to start getting better. Apart from the group therapy, I had one-to-one therapy, which was very, very useful because I was able to then explore those emotions in a deeper way. And we also did things like drama therapy, which was really interesting and fun. So we were kind of having therapy without knowing we were having therapy. And the meditation and the yoga for me was one of the most enjoyable things, which I've actually continued since I've left, because I found that I needed that me time, that time to kind of stop and be mindful of what else was going on. So all of the classes that I did here have I've kind of taken into my daily routine, and I do try and reflect on life. I remember doing step 10s in the evenings and wondering, how are these helping me? What are they doing? I think I just use them to moan about my day. But now I know that actually that's a really good self-reflection to kind of see what's good in my day, what's bad in my day, and how, what impact how I've changed it, what my part in it is, and how I can learn from it. When I came into treatment, I really didn't think that I could get better. I thought, I saw people around me getting better, and I'd seen people in the recovery journey, but I didn't think that was possible for me. I really thought I was too far gone. And what LifeWorks taught me was that I could get better, and it gave me the tools. So when I left here, my life actually began. It gave me the opportunity to have a life. And what I've done since leaving is just put all of the things that I've learned from here into practice. And I really do try and look at the positives in life rather than the negatives, because what I learned here was that I was either living in the past or living in the future, and actually what I needed to do was live in the present and enjoy the day.